And welcome to the Sebring International Raceway. 30 seconds till they roll off the grid. Tail Porsche is going to lead them to the green for heat number 2 in the Fantasy Indycar Series half length. As there's been an adjustment to the format of the race weekends. There is the qualifying sessions, then the heats, but now after the heats added is a 6-minute qualifying session. So pretty much the first qualifying sessions decide who's in each heat, and the heats decide who's going to make the main, not the lineup. And then the main qualifying sessions will be 6 minutes, and that will decide the starting lineup for the main event. And so, getting ready to go green here in Sebring. Green flag in Sebring. We're underway. And only pedal forward. The second place car, Marcus Armstrong, gets a decent launch as Porsche, the rookie, leads him into one. Got into turn 1 cleanly as Porsche is going to get into the next corner. And he's going to lead. Porsche looking to maybe extend the gap over Marcus Armstrong in this race. Again, it is 6 laps. Ignore everybody on the ticker on the top. Ignore everybody that is 15th on back. Those drivers were either me, I'm the 15th one, or 16th on back is the drivers that were in that raced in Heat 1. As Porsche looking like he's able to hold off Armstrong for now. But we don't know what the race could have, as he is a rookie. And another thing, the schedule has been, we've added another race, as I'd completely forgotten about the Detroit Downtown Renaissance Center racetrack that IndyCar races at. And I also forgot Portland, so I'll have to put a sub-in track for Portland as well. But I have put a sub-in track for the Detroit Downtown. It's going to be a quote-unquote double-header weekend, and it will be at the Chicago Street Course. But even then, that is not guaranteed that I will be doing that race as part of the schedule. Now, all races that I skip, I will announce those races that I skip, and just won't be doing them. Now, the tracks, there is 8 races of, I think it's now 29 races that we're not guaranteed to do. It'll be 8 of 30 once we add the Portland substitute, which will probably be on one in the northwest, so it's probably going to be either the Sonoma NASCAR long or NASCAR short, probably the long one. So that will be added as the second to last race, actually. And so Porsche is still leading. Let's take a look at the battle for 10th. Not yet. As he's trying to defend Marcus Armstrong. Armstrong gonna look to the outside. And it's not gonna hold, maybe? No. On board with Porsche. He's not using the push pass currently right now. Into one. So we're going to take a look at 10th. It looks like Scott Dixon, currently the driver, trying to hold him off. But he is getting past Dixon right there in that blue, green, and white machine. He's getting passed. 4th position. Now he's going to drop out. As it's now Scott McLaughlin trying to hold him off. This is a big pack. So McLaughlin is now 10th, trying to hold off, trying to make it to the main race. Now, again, I did not set any of the difficulties. It's just the way that the Iverson AI was. The only drivers actually like designated paint scheme to was the McLaren cars. I just made it like the orange, black, or white is what the paint scheme colors car that I chose. But I just went in order for the entry list, for the entries in the season. And so I didn't set the difficulty. So Scott Dixon in the back, Kesha Neves, Power, Grosjean, those 4 are the ones currently not in. And I'm not determining if they make it, just the way the AIs are. That's why Porsche is out the front leading. As it looks like a battle ahead of McLaughlin. This Ed Carpenter getting past there, 2 by 2 ahead of McLaughlin. This near contact made. Stingray Rob got sent pretty wide by Newgarden. Oh, and Armstrong has gotten past Teo Porcher. Well, wait, I can't go back. Well, I could. We're gonna rewind and take a look at the move made by Armstrong. Looks like it's going into turn number 1. He pops out to the outside and just makes the move around the outside to take the lead. As Armstrong now gonna have back live, he's looking like he's gonna have to still be defending Porsche. As Armstrong out front and keeping about a half-second gap ahead of Porsche. As when they cross the line this time, it'll be 2 laps to go. Is it still looking like McLaughlin is the last one in over Scott Dixon, Power, Castro Neves, and Grosjean. So you got the young guns out front. 2 to go, and Sebring for heat number 2. Now these heats, at least on the road courses, now I'm going to manipulate these races a little because they'll get boring. There's not going to be like crashes and stuff, most likely, unless it's absolutely insane. But at least on the road courses, I'm not going to throw debris cautions in heats. Oval heats, it's iffy. Now the road courses and ovals, potentially we'll be throwing debris yellows. It could be the phantom debris cautions from NASCAR's on board with Eric Armstrong. And he's still looking like he's still leading. It looks like Power lost a couple spots. Did something happen to him? No, I don't think so. Just got past. Armstrong pulling away from Teo Porcher. Marcus Armstrong is taking a commanding lead now over Porcher. A second gap. It's Porcher, Rasmussen, and then the big battle for 4th on back. It's VK Carpenter, Ed Carpenter again by Lundgaard. As here comes Stingray Rob looking to make a move on Christian Lundgaard. Well, Rob is going to go around the outside, maybe. Yes, no, yes. And now Lundgaard falls in the hands of Joseph Newgarden get by them. They're side by side. This is on the last lap. It doesn't look like it, but Newgarden now is falling in the hands of Kyle Kirkwood. Kirkwood will make the move to pass Newgarden, maybe? No! Newgarden fighting hard. Is there going to be contact? No. Is Newgarden's going to fight back? Will Kirkwood fall into the hands of McLaughlin? Oh, that's Scott Dixon. Dixon's into 10th. This is the battle for 9th, so McLaughlin is slowing up everybody that's working on getting up there. So I don't think they're going to get to do anything. I don't think McLaughlin, Keshnevis, Grosjean, Power are going to make it. But here comes Marcus Armstrong. Oops. Here comes Armstrong across the line. Borchere, Rasmussen. And it's going to be Dixon, the last one in. Keshnevis will be the first one out. As here is your finishing results for Heat 2. Marcus Armstrong wins over Borchere, Rasmussen, VK, Ed Carpenter. So that's, I believe, 3 Ed Carpenter cars in a row. Stingray Rob, Lingard, Kyle Kirkwood, Joseph Newgarden, Scott Dixon's the last one in. Keshnevis the first out, followed by McLaughlin, Grosjean, and a surprise, Will Power. So that's gonna do it for Heat 2. And now, none of this gets edited out. And so, that's gonna do it for Heat 2. I'll probably edit the driver's stats to make it more realistic for the after Sebring. And so, there you have it, Marcus Armstrong, your winner in the second heat at Sebring.